After week 1, I lost a job. After week 3, I had nowhere to live, and after 6 months, I was out of savings, still with no job, without local friends, and with no plan what I'm going to do. 18 months later, I'm still in Spain. Surprisingly, I have a community of local friends. I got promoted in my job. I have the healthiest lifestyle I've ever had in my life. And for the first time, I have the capacity to plan and visualize what I want my future to look like. What happened at the start? 18 months ago, I moved out of my home country, moved out of Ukraine. I made a rookie mistake. I did not research enough. I just found a city that I really liked with how it looked. I thought it's not too small, not too big, so I'm gonna just move there. This city that I chose initially was Sevilla, so I moved there. I did not know anyone in the city. I did not speak Spanish. I had no idea how difficult it is to find accommodation. And after week 1, I have lost my job. I was aware at the time that it was risky, the position I was in, because I was working for the startup, which was at a very beginner stage. And I could clearly see it was not working as it should. I was talking about this to the founders, and they were ensuring me that everything's going to be fine, we are doing great. And I also knew that if I don't move now, it's going to be much more difficult for me to move later. Plus, it was getting too bad back home, so I decided to just go and see how it turns out. It turned out that after week 1, I didn't have this job, and I had a very limited amount of money, savings, that I could use for accommodation and all the other basic needs. Plus, for this job, I was working sometimes 12 hours a day, which would make it not sustainable to adapt in a new country, because there was paperwork, there was a need to talk to people about accommodation, to look for connections, and to just understand how to adapt in a new country. So I thought probably it's for the best. I have more time to look for a new place now. For the first month, I was living in a temporary place, and I had 1 month for myself to find a permanent apartment. But within this first month, I found out that the city is gorgeous. It's true, it was much better even than I expected, but I did not know some key points, such as there's no English speakers in the city, there are no real estate agencies or agents that can help find accommodation. Spanish speakers would not even talk to me, partly because I did not speak Spanish, partly because I look very out of place in the city, and some even rejected to rent accommodation for me because I was too young. At the time, I was 21 years old, and they were saying, "You're too young, we're not going to rent an apartment to you." 3 weeks in, I have only 1 week left to find permanent accommodation. At the time, still, I thought it could be possible. And then I went to an event, I talked to more people, and they said to me how difficult it actually is to find an apartment. And they also shared some more facts about the city, like it is not as safe as I imagined it to be. So at this moment, I realized that maybe it does not matter to me in which city I live, at least at the start. So I decided to go anywhere I find a place. 2 days after this event, I found an apartment in the city called Torrevieja, and I moved to the city after 2 days. This place is a city that I avoided initially for a list of reasons, but I needed at least some place to stay. I had no time left and no income source, so I just thought, okay, and I moved to Torrevieja. I stayed in the city for 7 months. I did not do much. I had friends visiting me, I had family visiting me. I was looking for a job, sometimes actively, sometimes no, but I really needed some quiet time to recover, because I was after a really draining both emotional and physical stage of life. Summer in Ukraine with attacks, blackouts, no electricity, working 12 hours a day, also writing and defending my diploma at the time, graduating uni. So I just needed some quiet time for no one to bother me. I was sleeping a lot. I was sleeping 12 hours a day. I was walking by the sea. I was reading books, watching movies, doing all the stuff that I didn't have any time for before. And I was giving myself time to adapt to a new place. I was trying as hard as I could to not put any pressure on myself. I did not have a goal of making local friends, because I was not planning to stay in the city for sure, and to be honest, even in the country. I was really hoping that I will just stay the winter, then maybe spring, and then go back home. But it did not happen. It was at the time absolutely not safe enough to go. It's getting worse over time. So I realized at some point that I need to choose a place to build something more real in Spain. I found a job. At the time when I found it, I already had almost no savings left. My rental contract was due to expire soon, and I needed to choose what I'm doing next. I had multiple options, including still going back home. I was considering it at the time. The second option was moving to a new country, and the third option was moving to a new city in Spain. I was considering north a lot. And the fourth option was moving to Alicante, because it is a city that is really nice. I visited it before, and it's close to Torrevieja, so it made it easier for me to move there. Plus, it made it easier to find accommodation because I was close to the city, and I just felt like I know it a little bit. I visited before and I liked it, but I never considered actually moving. And then for a list of reasons, I understood that moving to Alicante is actually the smartest choice. I got better at planning. At the time, I realized that it's best to move somewhere where you feel like you can adapt. It's not that impossible as it was for me to adapt in Sevilla. So I started looking for an apartment in Alicante. I found a place. I moved 1 month sooner than I was supposed to because I just liked the place that I can live in. May 2025, I moved to Alicante. At this point of time, I already missed society, going out in public, having friends, talking to someone, feeling like I belong, at least in some way, at least in some place. Even if it's not my home, people need people, and I wanted to socialize, I wanted to make friends. I realized that I need to maybe learn the language. I wanted new healthy habits, and I just wanted my life to feel more full than it was before when I was staying by myself for a long time. So, first weekend in Alicante, I went to a run club. I was not a runner. I didn't run at all since I was 15 years old, but I knew that it is a good community. It should be a community where I have people with shared values, because I would not find someone who I would connect with in a club, for example, going out drinking, smoking. It's just not me. So I thought run club is a nice community. And again, still, I didn't know anyone in the city, so I just came. First weekend was nice, but I was too busy surviving the run to make connections. I met some people that were nice, that I'm mostly passing through because there's also a lot of tourists in the city. It was also a fully English-speaking run club, so I did not practice the language, but it was still a really nice place, and I decided that I will go weekly to make friends, to meet more people, or at least to just socialize and feel like I go out enough. And then on the second weekend, I met my now local best friend. After 1 month, I already had some people that I knew well enough to have a nice chat every weekend. Also 1 month after joining a run club, I met my boyfriend, and we had a group of people with whom we could organize little outings, not only for runs over time. Probably after 2 months, we started organizing hikes, going out for drinks, not getting drunk, just going out together. We went for a flamenco night. We could talk on many topics that were important for all of us. And after the summer, so 4 months of me being in Alicante, we connected really well, and we had our own small group of people that we were calling friends by the point. So it was the first time when I felt comfortable enough to feel like I'm living and not just surviving. It is the first time when I felt like this in my adult life, because COVID started when I was 16, full-scale working started when I was 18, then I was moving out, moving around, studying online, changing jobs, and there was just a lot of actions that never let me focus on just living. And Alicante is when it happened for the first time, which I'm really grateful for. And so 4 months was kind of a turning point. It was at the time that we started a relationship with my boyfriend, and we were also getting progressively closer with the friend group. We started traveling around a little bit more. It was also the first time when I started feeling a little bit of redemption after all the financial struggles that I have. It was still difficult for many months after, but it was getting a little bit easier at the time, so I was already happy, at least about this. And when I mean it was getting easier financially, it doesn't mean that I could afford a lot of stuff. I could just stop stressing out about rent so much. Then in October, I traveled from Spain to Portugal. I ran a half marathon. Since then, I had plenty of events with my friends. We spent New Year's together. I went to Barcelona for a nice Christmas trip. And then after New Year, I had a chance to focus on work a bit more, which I was still working this whole time. But this winter I got promotion, and starting in March I'm a product manager. This is something I've been dreaming about for the past 3 years, and it does not feel real just yet. There's still a lot to learn, but it is already in progress. After this 18 months, I can say that the biggest lesson, at least for me, is that we should never hesitate and overthink every step. Because life happens and you can never plan it out perfectly. It's gonna go wrong multiple times. You just need to have enough courage in yourself to move on and to make it work with what you have, where you have. I am incredibly grateful for life that I have now in Alicante, for the people I have in my life. There's still a lot to figure out. It is still incredibly uncertain. It always is like this when you live abroad. It's never the dream life that people are talking about. You just have to figure out stuff all the time. Your mindset shifts so much that you just become a completely different person. It forces you to grow. So the most important step is to just start, jump, take the leap into uncertainty. You're gonna make it work no matter what happens. But living in any circumstances is hard and it is difficult, but it doesn't make our lives any less beautiful. So just choose your heart. If you want to make a life abroad, just move, don't overthink it. Just take the leap, make a step, and make your life exactly the way you want it to be. See you soon in the next video.